Hey guys, Henry here, and today we're going to be talking about the UK comedy series, The Inbetweeners, and whether it's worth a watch. The show follows four friends in high school as they hopelessly fumble through teenage life. The show is narrated by the goody two-shoes Will, played by Simon Bird, who moves from a fancy private school to a run-of-the-mill comprehensive school, where he makes a total of 3 new friends. He meets the perpetually love-stricken Simon, played by Joe Thomas, the chronic bullshit artist Jay, played by James Buckley, and the sweet but stupid Neil, played by Blake Harrison. This quartet are literally one of the funniest and dumbest bunch of people. Although the humor is crude, it isn't just straight up stupid. There is some nuance, and their conversations genuinely generate laughs. The characters are extremely well defined, and honestly pretty much hit the nail on the head as to how teenage guys talk to each other and chat shit to each other. Simon owns a humiliating yellow car, and while often managed to sort of get girls, always screwed it up, typically just by not being able to articulate himself around them. Meanwhile, you have Jay, who is constantly hyping himself up, boasting about non-existent sexual exploits and bragging about skills he never had.
You never forget. It's like riding a bike, isn't it?
And Will. Will is honestly such a funny character. He's what I would call a dumb nerd. He's basically a square, a goody two-shoes. He wants to be a teacher's pet. He wants to be a nerd, I guess. But at the same time, he isn't all that bright, and he's definitely not street smart. And finally, Neil. He typically is the butt of physical jokes, but his bluntness and his thickness balances out the egos of the other guys. The group really has a good balance, and no one character really dominates the show. They each have their fair share of screen time, and they each have their fair share of misfortune. The Inbetweeners is like Workaholics in a way. It's just a bunch of guys shooting the shit, and they happen to be losers, but they don't quite know it, or they won't quite admit it to themselves. And they just get themselves into a lot of crap, and you genuinely feel bad for them. They all have good hearts, and are just trying to be cool, and they just want to get through high school unscathed. And essentially, they just want to get through life unscathed. And that is the charm of the show. They know they aren't that cool. They want to be cool, but they don't want to admit they aren't cool in the first place. Meanwhile, the whole world can just see in an instant how uncool they are. So, is The Inbetweeners worth a watch? It's definitely not a show for everyone. It's crass, but that kind of humor absolutely cracks me up. So if you like Workaholics, The Inbetweeners is a no-brainer. But if you are unsure, maybe check out their movie to see what it's all about before binging the series. But definitely don't go and watch the US version, because that is a steaming pile of shit. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. If you've seen The Inbetweeners, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.